Let's talk about this machine today. The operation of the interface and its assembly. First, what we see above. They are all standard on our machine. Here is a handle hanger. Then glasses blindfold. These two are goggles. The glasses are worn by the beautician. The blindfold is worn by clinical patients. This is the power card. Full switch control. This is the handle. We then assemble. This is backup insurance. Then in the power socket, it comes with it. This is a spare for the customer. He will keep it later and don't lose it. We then proceed to assemble dependent on the instrument. Here, we need to put its pillar first. Connect with the spring section. After tightening, we are connected to this location of the host. Just plug it in here. Tighten and fix it with screws. This spring is facing. Try to face forward, so we can get the handle. And then the handle. We're going to fix it to the spring. We're going to talk about the precautions of the handle here. Before we assemble the handle and assemble this hanger, the handles are placed clinically, so the customer receives the goods. It's the same story. Is to put this handle first. Take it out of their box. It must be placed flat. Don't bend this tube. Bending is equal to, see, this. Fold it flat. This handle tube cannot be folded. This will cause the fiber inside to break. If the fiber is broken, there is no energy output. We need to pay attention to this point. Secondly, when we install the handle, we do it in a 1D method. So we're going to demonstrate this. We'll start from the bottom, and then we go around to put the tube in. Let's slow down. Adjust it first. Pass later. So you can loop it in. And the same thing happens. We wrap it like this from the bottom up. At this time, the handle and its hammer are already installed. The next thing we're going to install is a foot switch on the instrument. We can put the handle here temporarily. We can take it off from here when we want to operate it. Here is its handle hanger. Behind the instrument. This is the connection port of a foot switch. Put it on him. Just tighten it later. Then we plug in the instrument power. And let me show you how the interface works. Let's look at the handle again. There is a button on the handle to release the laser. We can press these buttons. perform laser output, and then the probe. We have two kinds of probes that must be protected. Don't scratch the lenses. Let's take a look. Normally, it looks like this when taken off. It presents this. Let's put the handle aside. Let's take a look at this probe first. There are two kinds. One is a lattice probe. It operates in a fixed point way. And then there's a rolling probe. And they both work pretty much the same way. Mainly because the operation method is different. One is near state, one is dynamic. And here, for example, we're going to use this probe. We're going to screw it on. Lenses must be well protected. Don't scratch it. So let's take a look at the interface. The interface that appears after we boot. This is its complete interface. The first is the choice of graphics, then the size of the pulse width, point spacing. This can be adjusted. If you go down, it is the adjustment of the size of the energy. Above this, when we adjust the energy parameters, it will change. It's the combination of its pulse width and energy. The total energy value of an output formulator. It will appear on it. And then this is the size of the dot. Then there are two working modes here, continuous and pulsed. Continuous means when long pressing, it can play continuously. The pulse can only be set single. You have to press a button every time to have output. And here's the size control for the graph. Just go up and down and control its size. Then go to operate. If you go down, that's how it works. The first is the sequential model, then out of order. There is also a hand-drawn mode. If you draw by hand, you draw with your fingers. And then, it's going to plot the dots. The advantage is that when we operate on the phase, for example, some angles it cannot operate. It needs to be avoided. We can draw this figure, perform operation, click OK, and then it's fine. If you need to use out of order here, it will output according to the selected shape. It's just that the order in which they are typed is different. Then this position is a repository where we store parameters. It can be stored here. After setting the parameters here, click the Save button to save it. The bottom one is a preview. One is preparation. After preparation, only then can the operation on the handle be carried out. For example, we click this button here. It will start pumping out the laser. Remember to turn it off when not in operation. Then set it here. One is the language you can set it in, Chinese and English. In the background, we do not recommend customers to enter. The parameters inside are not adjustable. We only need it when it leaves the factory. Normally, we won't tell the customer. The operation here is password. Okay, our overall interface operation is like this. Let's demonstrate how to use the dotting next. First of all, when we enter normally, we will select graphics. After that, the parameters are set. We have no general suggestions here. Customer, he can set it from low to high. Then pulse width. If the pulse width is wider, the stronger the energy. Then we set a parameter. Single shot mode is used here. Then get ready. Let me show you. We're not ready yet. It came out without this preview. We open the preview. We can see that after the preview is opened, here's the graphics. Then click ready. Now I'm going through the full switch to control how it runs. Okay, now we find its dots are incredibly small. Then we can pass the size of the point to control its clarity and thickness. Okay, now when we are done tuning, okay, then we'll take a look at the others. It's burst mode. Burst means stepping on the foot. It will keep working and it won't stop. Release the pedal to stop. Same reason. Pull the handle button higher. The handle buttons are also the same. When you long press, it's working continuously. Loosen it and it won't work. We're using burst mode now. Let's look again. I just used the order. We now use out of order. You can see it. Out of order is irregular. We will not show the hand-painted pattern here. So this is how our machine works.